Winter storm warning. I mean, the obvious question, why? Right? Why be out here in the middle of a winter storm warning, getting these miles in? And no, it's not because I need attention. Seriously, it's kind of a deep thinker, this one. And I'm sitting here thinking, you know, sometimes, this car pass. Sometimes you just gotta remind yourself who you are. And it's kind of a layered thing there. It's a deep thinker. What I mean by that is this. First off, I grew up in this, right? This is nothing. Like, I just experienced way worse in my life than this. And I have exercised in way worse conditions outside in weather way worse than this. So I have to remind myself who I am. You know, I feel like I've gotten soft. I've gotten real soft. And it's nothing against Charleston, it's a great place, right? But Charleston just doesn't see snow the way they see snow in Minneapolis, where I'm from, Minnesota. And so can't possibly understand what it's like to live in those conditions, right? So I've gotten soft. I need to toughen up a little bit, right? So this, for me, is an opportunity to prove to myself, to remind myself who I am, right? This is beautiful out here, you know? Really, there's a bunch of reasons why I want to come out here today and get these miles in. I look at it as an opportunity to prove something to myself. You know, it's what, 4 or 5 days into the new year, right? And I had a goal that I want to reach, I want to attain. So, you know, and that goal was to hit 1 hour walking in addition, right, zone 2 stuff, 5 days a week, the entire month of January, right? And so this could very easily be like, oh, you know what? No one can blame you if you don't go out there today, right? Can't blame you for that. But I would know, you know? I would know. And that could be, for me, I just know myself, right? I know myself, and I know that it's highly likely that one small little derail or deviation from my goals is going to, or I shouldn't say isn't going to. Let me start that over again. I know how I operate, and it scares me. I know that because of my past history, I can't just play that little game of just a little bit, right? You miss 1 day here, it's all good. Now there are extenuating circumstances that come up that keep you from getting out there and getting something done. This to me is not one of them, you know? Because I've seen a lot worse, and I've worked out in a lot worse. So if I use that as my excuse right now, that's a confidence killer, you know? But if I'm able to come out here and still get it done, opposite happens, the confidence booster, right? And I feel like it could be a springboard into getting to those goals, and to getting to those goals maybe even a little bit quicker, you know? And so I'm testing myself. It's not because I want anybody to see me out here. Also this, I'm curious to see if I see anybody else out here doing the same thing, because I know that I'm not the only crazy person out there, even though I wouldn't even say that this is crazy, right? But I know that some people would view this as being like, why, you know? Well, why not? Why not? You know, when people say why, I say, why not? I've done a lot worse than this, you know? This is just like no big deal. Like I used to do this literally every day in weather way worse. But yeah, I want to see if there's any other crazy people out here doing the same thing. You know, I want to give a head nod to somebody. I want to see somebody out here, man. I hope I do, because I want to nod them up. Say, I see you. You know, it's a way to motivate myself, really. It's a tough check, man. You know, I like to sometimes I just like to sometimes check and see how tough I am. You know, am I still that tough? And this isn't even that tough. Like I said, this is really nothing. But it's a little adverse. You know, it's not 75 and sunny. You know, so it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity. You know, plus, it just looks cool, man. It's a cool visual out here, right? I'm a video guy, so it looks cool on camera. And I got this thing called seasonal affective disorder, if anybody's familiar with that. And sometimes I get a little bit down in the winter months when it's gray and cloudy like this. And sometimes I feel like the best way to deal with that is just kind of take it head on, right? And so I'm gonna go out in the elements. I'm gonna sweat a little bit. I'm gonna kick some endorphins in, and then I'm gonna get done with it and I'm gonna feel better. You know, not that I was even feeling bad, but this kind of is a preventative type thing, you know? And I don't know about you, but bad weather makes me appreciate good weather just a little bit more. And I feel like growing up where I grew up, where it just stunk in the winter for like 6 months out of the year, it has made me who I am. And it's made me, I don't know, tougher in some ways, but mostly it's just made me appreciate warm weather. And I will never, ever, ever in my life take warm weather for granted. So take that and do with it as you will. But I hope that you are reaching all of your goals in this first week in the early goings of 2025. And you know, if you thought about it but you didn't act on it on January 1, it's okay. It's no big deal, man. Start now. You know, it doesn't matter. You've got the whole rest of the year, so get started now. Basically, that's about it. And yeah, basically that's the reason why. That's the reason why I'm out here, getting these miles in the midst of a winter storm.